Musky hunting has often been described as playing a game of chess. Each cast is a calculated move, and every decision on the water, your retrieve speed, lure choice, time of your approach, is part of a larger strategy. You're not just casting blindly, you're anticipating the musky's next move, adapting to subtle environmental shifts, and setting traps for a fish that rarely makes the same mistake twice.
Hunt with passion. Never stop casting. Chase the dream. Welcome to Season 8 of Musky Mastery Outdoors, brought to you by Joe Bucher Outdoors, #1 in big game fish products. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen, and by Crow Rock Lodge, the great Canadian fishing experience.
Do you really?
All right.
Spot locked. All right, hang on. Hang on, I'm coming. That's the big one. I think that's the one. Oh yeah, you got her, Connie. She's hooked pretty good, Connie. Reel up now, reel up. Don't let her get caught in the motor. Okay, pull her up this way. Keep your rod tip low. Oh boy. Oh, she's hooked pretty good. She's not going anywhere. All right. Don't reel it up too high now. Bring her to lead. Lead her up and pull her up to me, okay? Now don't come close to me. You're a long rod. All right, pull her up. Pull her toward me now. Pull her up and pull her toward me. We got her. We got her. Dude. And she was hooked. Dude, Connie, congratulations. And she's hooked so good too. That's a beautiful muskie. Wow. Unbelievable. Grape Flame is frickin' on fire.
Alright. This is my first Northwoods muskie, you guys. Wow. I mean, just take a look at that. Beautiful, crushed 500 Grape Flame. Super fun fight. And then, just can't believe it. Take a look at that.
On your water. Oh, great job, Rich. Yeah, that's already rolling. All right. Yeah, you can do that. You can go on your path.
Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to another Musky segment here on the Musky Master YouTube channel. We have got the full Musky crew here. We've got Stephanie, Connie, you know the guy, the Iceman, the legend, Mike Richardson. And guys, tonight's episode, I should say today's episode, but we're doing it this evening because we had some terrible storms come through. We had to get off the water, so we couldn't do our usual show close on the water. But Connie, what a beautiful muskie you caught, and this is your first true Northwoods muskie, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, my first true Northwoods, Wisconsin muskie, so it was really special, and to share it with this crew, couldn't get better than that.
You're absolutely right, and a beautiful fish at that. You know, just thick, well built, just a beautiful northern Wisconsin fish. And guys, we want to share with you a little bit of the story here this evening on what exactly went down. About 24 hours earlier, and I promise you guys know me, I'm a talker, we'll make this quick. I had this muskie, this exact muskie that Connie hoisted out of the net. I had that muskie in the figure 8. And she didn't hit just once, but twice. And she just wouldn't fully commit. We could not get this muskie to strike. So fast forward 24 hours later, we go back on the spot. Of course, Connie, you're throwing Grape Flame 500. You know, one of our just true and blue, best tested colors, and the 500 series gets the job done. But we went back on this muskie on a moon phase.
Yep.
And, you know, part of this, what we want to talk to folks about, especially, again, if you're new to musky fishing, You come back on a muskie when? On some prime change, maybe a weather change, maybe a moon phase like we had today. Actually, we had both. We had weather and moon. And that's when we went back on this fish and you hammered it with a big hook set.
Yeah, and it was a really exciting fight, and I think, lots of great points you're bringing up, going back on moon phases, trusting your confidence colors and baits. We moved a couple fish earlier on Grape Flame, so going at this fish with
that color was...
With that color.
The color's hot.
Yeah.
Right? And then, and the one cool thing about this, and Mike was really instrumental in this during the fight, Stephanie, you too. You're very but seriously though, you hook this fish and it was pretty clear because I think we all said, hey, is it a good fish? And we look over and nothing's moving. We can see the rod's bent over, and I think I don't know if you're throwing the medium heavy or the heavy power 9-footer, but the rod's bent and you're clearly hooked up with a fish, and we knew it was a decent fish. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it went from out far, and then you get close to the boat. And so a lot of folks will be, well, what do I do when a muskie gets close to the boat and my rod starts kind of going like that, and it's kind of hitting the side of the boat? What are you going to do?
Yeah, and free spool. That's the simple answer, and that's what I had to do. And first kind of crazy fight like this, I knew it was something I had to do, but was kind of scared to do it. But once I, activated free spool, it made the fight so much easier, let the fish take its run, then I could, get control of the fight again, and pretty soon she was in the net. Yeah.
You played the fish out so well, which was really so much fun. Mm-hmm. And lastly, like you said, one thing that we want to tell folks about is when you say free spool, a lot of folks, and we see this in the comments section, so I think this is a good time to talk about it. A lot of folks will ask, well, if I push the button while I'm fighting a muskie, do I just let it swim away?
No, you'll
because that's a real question.
Don't
right?
do that. You'll know. Keep your thumb on the reel, and once you feel the fish isn't moving anymore, reactivate, start reeling back in, and.
But this is a really important point because a lot of folks ask us. So when Connie said, "Yeah, I push the button," you don't just let the fish swim away. You let the fish run under tension, under the power of your thumb, and then when you're in a position where you can reposition the rod or your net partner is ready, then crank back up and then guide the fish into the net, which we did successfully tonight on your beautiful fish.
Yes. Yeah.
And so there you have it, guys. A lot of really cool things. I think just to highlight a couple, coming back on a muskie during prime conditions, a muskie that follows, and secondly, fighting the fish well when they're big here. When they're big anywhere, no matter if you're in Ontario or the Midwest or New York or the West, you have to fight the fish properly. Otherwise, you can run into problems. And Connie did just that tonight. It was a beautiful, beautiful fish and a great fight. So, congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, folks, we really hope you enjoyed this muskie segment as much as we've had making it. So, as always,
thanks for watching.